about $14,000 to full the tank. Right? That's $56,000 practically for the month, or probably above, depending. I have to drive through the toll that PJ Patterson and Omar imposed on us. Right, for $360 go and $360 come back, that's $720. So you know, so my transportation amount gone over to $68,000. There's a bus that comes into my community every single day, provided by the JOTC. And what happened, and I got one of those JOTC cards. And a trip is $200 to and $200 to go to work, and $200 to go to work, and $200 to come back. In all, let's say it's a 22 days work days out of the entire month. I spend about $8,800 compared to my $60,000. So money goes back into my pocket. I am not being stupid. I have a mortgage to pay, right? And I have bills to pay. And if the government is providing any sort of, what you call it, reprieve, so to speak, in the form of a reliable bus service, why I'm not saying that the government is putting money back in my pocket? The community that and what you find is that there are I live in a gated community, and a number of these gated communities, all the way going back to Old Harbour, the JUTC, what they have been doing is going into these communities, or residents who live in these communities engaged what they call it their association. And their association engaged the JOTC, and the JOTC is providing these services. Every single day, you see them arrive in the Hypocrite Transportation Center, and then they transcend all the way to New Kingston, to Crossroad, and downtown Kingston. And the people can tell you that they are benefiting. I take these buses every day, and they need to come off of the bus and go take the regular bus service, so I charge them $200. So when we hear people behave as if the government is not finding ways to make your life easier, the government does understand the challenges, and these are people just the same who basically manage businesses and manage them personal life, and know that, listen, inflation is something that is real. And if the government has found a way to assist you where you can save, one of the things I'm asking you not to do is be that bossy slave where you more or less believe that, listen, because I have a motor vehicle, I need to drive, especially if I live in a dormitory community, which is poor, and have 9 women and 10 women here and there. Therefore, why is it my money too? What you find how the PNP operate is a feel-good mentality. Feel-good Yes. So I come at the bar as a councillor, and I come nice up the place. And there's no accountability as to where those monies come from. Right? What you find now is that Desmond McKenzie and Andrew Holness has put forward a structure in place where you can't just you can find a little loophole, yeah, but it's kind of challenging. You have to bring forward your plans for the communities, and it goes to agencies, and the agencies are the ones who basically coordinate and ensure that people get what they, I would say, so to speak, deserve. right? It's not like back in the days where the councillors just control the money and do as them feel like. It's kind of different now. And what you find is that the GLP has put forward a type of governance, a level of oversight, right? And a type of accountability and a level of coordination to ensure efficiency in terms of executing for the benefit of people. But you know what wrong with Jamaican people? A lot of Jamaican people don't like anything that is appropriate. Right? They like things that are more or less slack and loose. Them like to know say, alright, we find a way to beat the system. And then who may also blame for this just the same are some of the same people them who working at the agencies them, for example, parish council, you go in with your building plan and a man will tell you something off and they must squeeze you one side and I say can't go through and this boy give me a little $8,000 and he mark one line there so and mark one line there so instead of him tell you say this is the situation, go back to your architect and him point out the issue and your architect correct it and carry it back in and you hold on for $8,000 in your pocket. What you find now is that because the labor rights are making it so challenging for people, basically hustler, I would say thief. And I can tell you this, Omar Davis, I'm going to go on another, I'm going to segue into another aspect of how wicked the PNP is and the kind of feel-good mentality where them put forward. There was a time when I used to listen to the budget presentation every single year. And you hear Omar combo and I'm going to put a little tax on, for example, crackers, I'm going to put tax on cigarette, I'm going to increase this on alcohol, I'm going to increase this and that. And what you saw, the sales representatives back in the day in these various distribution companies and manufacturing companies, they were the ones ordering the product and keeping them, right? And then the business people, the bars, the restaurants, and do a little thing for you. But what they were doing was hustling. So a lot of them used to manipulate what was really happening for their own benefit. A number of them are finding it kind of challenging now because what you find is that the government does not impose any new taxes over the 9 years. So you can't say, boy, alright, listen. According to what the government intend to do, the major players in the society, business people have an idea and then they have a problem. Let them staff know. Alright, so me, I have buy up as a sales representative. Me, I make sure tonic coin and have off somewhere. And what me do now, I say it's scarce. Right? I buy it cheap. And then I start offload. Start benefit. You find that no, because the government, no new taxes. A lot of these people are ball out to nothing. To the demise of people. Right? And I can say this, the way how Andrew Holness is running this country, people talk about them want Jamaica to run like a first world country. This is how first world country runs. Right? Where you understand the culture of the society. And you have to be careful how you and putting certain things in place. Right? The PNP on the other hand is all about taxing. So up the cost of goods. People are unable to spend. So I don't get that amount of money to be in the company to retool, to re-engineer, so to speak, or to find a way to enhance my business. Now that the government has not imposed any new sort of taxes, what you find is that me being a financial controller, me being the CEO, or me being part of the budget team, is able to plan with a level of certainty. Not perfect certainty, but with a level of certainty and with a level of confidence that, listen, the budget might not go out of whack. Every single year, for example, Seprad, for example, Grace Kennedy, Red Stripe, and all of those companies, they were in tune to the budget to the point where sometimes what you might find is, because the exchange rate was running out of control, what you find is that these companies would put a little extra over time to account for that kind of movement in the exchange rate. The People's National Party do not know how to manage the economy. Johnny mute. So the People's National Party do not know how to manage an economy in a way to ensure that it is stabilized, so that the movers and the shakers who have the capital are able to plan and use their capital to enhance and improve their business. And because of how the there's like a feel good vibe for entrepreneurs and for business people right now. A lot of them are seeing the direction where the country is going. Prior to Andrew, this wasn't the case. This was never the case. So I used to work back in the days, find something for do now. My cousin, when me call him and tell him say I want him come, him is a man, him is a mason. And him tell him say I want him come to look work at my house. And him and my cousin, him tell me say, cause I can't afford a weekend and I have a major project I deal with. I only trust him, but when you look on it, him a find work, him hands them not idle. And when him compare years back before Andrew, this wasn't the case. It's like everywhere you drive up and down now, you can see one site and tell a man, say, boy, me can't do local steel work, me can't do this. If something can go on, he might tell us, no, but I have another project on the road, or check me back, or give me a number, this and that. And one thing in Jamaica was short right now, a plumber short. So the youth them up on the corner now, me encourage them. Go out and get the plumbing skill because it's really beneficial. For change one pipe now on 15 bills. Between touch the road, you charge a price because plumber not about. Me change my own pipe myself still because me can't pay the 3 grand with the plumber them I charge. But me see plumber charge some serious with some money. For clear all the toilet a plumber, I go come and charge on 6 grand time. I come with him snake, I come with him little tool, I come with, you understand? So people are earning money now.
Let me stop you a minute. 30 seconds. Sorry to break the train of thought. I am in the field of construction, sir. And if a person have a clog pipe, switch, not under 15,000. Not under 15,000. If you call it new, it's different, but from one that you having feces, brother. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. You can just imagine now. You can just imagine now if you're a tradesman, you're averaging between 20 and 15,000 dollars a day.
And one thing I can tell you, John, I can show you vibes. You see, we, the man them in the corporate world, we have to be careful even with the woman, you know, or we have our yard, you know. Believe you me, you know, because me in the corporate world, you know. The woman them like handyman. So me no give a boy, me no give no handyman to come on my woman yard. Because my woman buy one house, me buy one house. Me no give no man and no chance to come my woman yard. Come to certain. The man them who sit down on the corner, rub out them and miggle. You have a lot going on if you just basically seize the opportunities. You can reach very far. Me see is about the China man. Him say no worry because he no go around people. Wanna do the work with integrity, honesty, and always have customers. And a trade man will tell you this. And every day him learn something new. Every day, because challenges come. You will dig out a foundation, and when you check a step now, one big piece of rock there so. Where you charge a person before, you know. You probably have to charge them a little extra. But you nobody in the sell, so you can buy a little tool and what have you. And how you price your work, you price your work in such a way that you don't price it for the straight price. You might say, in the event A happen, you might charge a 15% buffer. So you become a better planner and a better business person. But what me find is that enough man learn the trade and that's a hustle. But when you get yourself certified, walk with your ID.
Yes.
Be proud.
Well, General, just the people.
Can I make a correction? I want to correct something. Earlier in my presentation, I said that just double check it. I'm 100% certain, so I want to withdraw that. I don't have to tell no lies. He was against Alvarez, but he lost. But while he was the caretaker, vying to become the member of parliament for the PNP, he was the contractor for the housing scheme with the Spanish zone. Let me say him again. Dela Creek Park housing scheme. Everything is that I told you about the project. It was, and when we finished, there was contract overrun to the extent that when the JLP took over the project, the amount of money that the PNP spent to build it, the JLP had to pass on the initial cost. The people couldn't afford to buy it, so they had to just reduce the price and give them. And the country lost that money. But he wasn't elected. He lost the election in 1980 to Alvarez. He was just a candidate at the particular time. He wasn't the MP. So I just want to correct that.
Afternoon, people.
Yes, man. Bless you.
Bless you.
Yeah. Genuine one. Like I said something to you. The word we have that use the hustling. Not most cases, not all cases, but not most cases when people say hustling, a thief in them I talk about. But they say, when you talk about work, but they use the word juggling. You see me? I'm going to do some juggling. Because majority of the time...
Enough time for man too, hustling associated with criminality.
Yes, don't you know? Yeah, so I'm say.
A long time you do juggling, you know. A long time you do juggling, you know.
But there is that word juggling. I say, man, I'll do some juggling, brother. It's the hustling. Most not all cases still, but most cases a thief them talk about. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you point blank say now in my work somewhere already, but if him hustle, I'm gonna tell you say hustle a thief matter about.